Hi guys, it's Tash from We Offer Wellness, and today I'm with Maria. Hiya, Maria.
Hi Tash, how are you?
I'm okay, thanks. Are you feeling all right? Because you said about you being a little bit ill, but you're on the mend.
Yes, totally. Feeling much better today. Thank you.
And that's good. So on our platform, We Offer Wellness, you hold transformational coaching sessions, which are online, I believe. So
Yes,
do you want to tell us about them? What can we expect from those? What do they involve?
of course. So it's one-on-one coaching session. It's very similar to life coaching and talk therapy, but with a spiritual twist.
Mm.
So for many years, I've been interested into spirituality and also the subconscious mind. So I decided to certify as an NLP coach, also did a foundational level in psychology, and then decided to combine all my practical knowledge with the tools that I've gathered on my own spiritual journey, and help people to essentially, heal or overcome challenges through exploring both what we can do on behavioral level as well as
Hmm.
kind of foster their connection to their intuition and trust themselves and their decision making better.
Okay, I really like the fact that you said it's like got that spiritual twist um, as well as like the NLP you said about and things like that,
Yeah,
and similar to
yeah.
talk therapy. So, who would normally like benefit the most from your services?
It's suitable for both men and women, and it's for people who have either already kind of like dipped their toes into spirituality, but want to build a better connection to their intuition, like I said, or explore further the world of the subconscious mind. But also for anyone who's like a complete beginner, never been to kind of like therapy, never attended any spiritual classes, like never done yoga or meditation, because I can guide them and help them on that journey based on the knowledge that I offer. But what I've seen from my clients, it's typically they've done a bit of therapy, a bit of self-development work, and now they want to bring it further, work on maybe a specific issue that they have experienced in the past like couple of months, so that they can elevate their life to the next stage with
Hmm.
my help.
So, what are usually the like pain points of the client then? Is it that they're a bit stuck in life, or I don't know, they're looking for their purpose? What do you usually find?
Usually, they're going through some challenges. It could be in their romantic relationships, or it could be a challenge in their career. Sometimes they don't know what's next, especially I've seen with women sort of making decision, maybe whether they now want to become mothers, like have family, or like push further with their career. And I usually help them through the tools like journaling, meditation, EFT tapping, to really quiet the mind and explore what actually is that they want versus what the societal expectations are, and to make a choice from their heart rather than what's the next thing based on my age, and um, that would kind of like serve me well, but am I doing it because I deeply want it, or do I just feel the pressure to make a step? So I really help them follow their heart and true desires. So these are some of the pain points, and there's like other smaller things, like some people just want to bring like a healthier routine, and to just incorporate things like meditation or EFT tapping, breath work to their daily life. Some of them never journaled, so they want to know how to use these tools, but in a practical way where it doesn't take the majority of their day. I really like to tell everyone that we're here to experience the material world, and yes, spirituality is part of it, but it doesn't have to take too much of it, and we should not be missing out on any experiences just so that we can be on the mat and breathe. You can do meditation when you're walking, all of
Hmm.
these kind of like little things to help people to incorporate spirituality in their busy lives. A lot of my clients are based in places like London or New York, some in Sofia in Bulgaria. So it's kind of like big capitals, a lot going on, and they want
Hmm.
to, carve out some time to themselves and to connect to their life purpose, like you said, or what's the
Mm.
next big thing for
And
them.
it sounds like intuition's a big thing as well, like you said, like honing in on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's great. That's very transformational, completely. Um, how many sessions are usually required?
Usually, what I offer, like packages, is like minimum like 5 sessions to see really change into habits, because we're we're
Mm.
creature of habits, and the subconscious mind also is like deeply embedded with some sort of like conditioning that we've picked from childhood or society. So it does take some work to shift those things and start looking at the world in a different way. So I would say at least like 5 sessions to start with, and then people can take it on their own accord whenever they feel like they need a bit more support. We
Hmm.
can have sessions more frequently, or if they're going through like a very good period of their life, I always encourage them to enjoy it, make the most of it, but also to remember to kind of reconnect with those practices, because even when life is good, we should be thinking about how to kind of make it better for the next 6 months or the next year, and we should not kind of fall off that
Mm.
wagon of being
Yeah.
good to ourselves.
And it's probably a lot harder if you have these practices and these tools, but you only use them when you're feeling good. When you need them, when you're feeling bad, it's a lot more effort to do them, and they're not so much a habit, right? So
Yeah,
you give them the tools that they could potentially take away as well and use by themselves.
yeah,
Great. How did
exactly.
um how did this like start for you then? What made you go down this route and into this line of work?
Oh, that's a really good question. So for me, I got into spirituality back in 2018. I attended a women's circle here
Mm.
in London,
Yeah.
um, and this just sparked my interest. And then I started exploring things like Kundalini yoga. Like I've always been into yoga ever since I was at university, so like back in 2012. But with Kundalini, then I started to think about, awakening the energy like within me for like my sort of like highest good. And then I got into places like Ibiza and Tulum to discover their spiritual part. Like I did solo travel to Tulum, and just tried many practices like cacao ceremonies and
Hmm.
different kind of like local things that were offered there, just so that I can really see what's out there in the spiritual communities. And then came back to London, and like I said, I've always been sort of like interested in the human mind as well, because I think it's a powerful tool. And then decided to study a bit, and then certify as an NLP coach, and just pick up things that have worked for me along my journey, because I've seen there's so much like out there in the sort of like spiritual communities, but also like in therapy. And people need a bit of combined like method, in my opinion, because sort of like conventional therapy doesn't always work, because we're all mind, body, and spirit. So you have to tackle all those things. Like health is very important to me as well. Like I've always been into healthy living, good way of eating, balance, these type of things. And I decided that because I have finally found, like after years, it's been like what 4 or 5 years, or like longer, what works for me. Now I should serve my community and help others, because your sort of healing journey doesn't have to take forever, or your whole life, and I feel like we've been conditioned to think it's something very hard that takes a lot of effort. But I think with the right tools and kind of like with trusting yourself and finding that connection to intuition, it could take a lot less time. So essentially, I want to help others to not to struggle as much as I did when kind of like finding myself.
Yeah, and that's usually the way, isn't it? Your own personal like journey has carved your path to help others. So that's lovely. Is there anything else that you feel like people need to know that we haven't covered at all?
I think we covered everything today, which was great. I'm always available for any questions
Mm-hmm.
on my socials or my phone on the platform. People can message. I'm open to answer any questions before they book a session as well. The sessions like take place online, like you mentioned, and they last an hour. And then after the sessions, I also help people with some sort of like tools like that I identified they may need. After, like I can send them some sort of like helpful links, so this is what they can expect, and sometimes they give a bit of homework as well to do on
Yeah.
their own, because like I said, I encourage them, to really do the work, so in a way that they foster interdependence.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
yeah,
put it
I
into
think that,
practice, really.
yeah, so
Cool.
that's all.
Thank you so
But thank you.
much. Thank you. And if you are interested in Maria's work, then you can find Maria on We Are for Wellness. Just search Maria or Transformational Coaching, and it should come up. So thank you for your time.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Tash.
Thanks.